Today we are talking about engine guards / crash bar, whatever you want to call it. In particular, the Bung King high step crash bar for 18 and up Softail models with forward or mid controls. Now, if you're a new rider and you don't know what an engine guard is, it serves a major purpose of protecting your bike if you were to ever lay it down. Stunt riders put them on their bikes so they can do wheelies and stunts and not worry about destroying the bike. They serve a few different functions. You can put auxiliary lights on them. You can put highway pegs to rest your feet for long trips, but mainly it is to protect your bike if you were to ever lay it down. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get into it.
What is up, guys? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. Woo, that truck. Come on, truck. Today we are talking about the Bung King high step crash bar for 18 and up Softail models. I did a bunch of research before buying this crash bar, this engine guard, just like I do with anything else. I no longer will have to worry about laying the bike down, or if it's parked somewhere and someone knocks it over, anything like that. If the bike falls over, my engine, my bike is protected with this crash bar. There are a few different reasons why I picked this one. This is one of the newest ones from Bung King. One of the main reasons was that it's high up. You see a lot of the crash bars and they are much lower, and what I read about that is that, well, one, you can't rest your feet on it too well, so there's no resting your feet on it, you know, during long trips and stuff like that. But two, the lean angle. So when you're leaning and that engine guard, the crash bar, is lower, you're gonna scrape it. And that was one of the main reasons I went with this one. This one was about $475. So yeah, you can see it has the lower little pegs there and then the upper higher one. So I won't have to worry about my lean angles or leaning too far over and scraping the pegs on it. That's one main reason that I got this one. The second reason I got it was, obviously, I can now put my feet up here. You know how it is on long trips when you're riding and your legs start to just kind of cramp up and you need to put them in a different position. Well, this is going to work very well for that, as you can see. That was like one of the main reasons I got it, honestly. They have a few different variations of crash bars on their website. I do recommend you go check them out. There's so many engine guards out there. I didn't want to get one of the ones that's like rounded like that, even though you can put soft lowers on it, and during like the winter time or rain you're protected, which is nice, but I'm not really too concerned with putting soft lowers on my bike. Now, this engine guard, I have to say, it weighed at least like 40 pounds. So it was very heavy, and that added a lot of weight to the front of the bike, which I can feel when I'm turning. I've already kind of, you know, gotten used to it and adjusted to it, but that's something you'll have to take into account, is the weight addition. It is not light, and obviously you don't really want something light to protect your bike. You want it to be heavy duty and durable. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Miles. I am a parts specialist at Independence Harley-Davidson in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is my YouTube channel where I put out content very frequently. Woo! And I go ahead and appreciate it if you liked this video and subscribe to my channel. This is my 2020 Street Bob. And as you can see, I've done quite a few modifications to it. Some of them you can see from the outside of the bike, and some of them you can't see. One of my favorite being the Fox 13.5 monoshock. By far my favorite upgrade so far. But now I'm really loving this crash bar here. I can just cruise, man. Now the next step the next step to adding onto this would be getting cruise control, so I could just sit back and roll, man. I'm looking forward to that. As many of you know, a lot of parts are on back order right now at Harley-Davidson, and the Softail cruise control module happens to be one of them. I think it's not coming off back order until June, I want to say. So if you can get one, because they are hard to come by. The main purpose is to protect the bike, which is like very important. It is a little pricey, you know, $400 or $500, but you have the peace of mind knowing that if you drop the bike that you're gonna be okay. Well, I don't know if you're gonna be okay, but the bike's gonna be mostly okay. And to me, that's worth $500. Like I said, this is their newer one. It's the 2-step high step crash bar for 18 and up Softail models with mid or forward controls, because I believe they made one for models with forward controls only, and then they finally made one for the mid controls as well. Here's some footage of the engine guard. As you can see, it's mounted behind the controls, you know, like the brake lever and the rear brake master cylinder. It just mounts right behind there. They send you the hardware and everything you need to mount it. I got the tech at my job to install it just because, hey, it's convenient, and I do enjoy working on bikes, but I don't have much time. So again, don't make fun of me. It's just convenient. He knocked it out really quick, maybe an hour or two. Let's see how many miles we've got on the Street Bob. 4,200. So I'm almost coming up to my 5,000 mile mark, which I will need to get serviced. I got it serviced at 1,000 miles. The 1,000 mile service is probably the most important, because you're breaking in the engine and there's going to be all kinds of debris in there that you want to flush out. So I got it serviced at 1,000, changed all the fluids, and I haven't touched it since. And that's what Harley-Davidson recommends, is that you don't get it serviced but every 5,000 miles. What we got up there? What is that, a ultra limited? Yeah, that's an ultra limited. Man, he's blasting his music. Oh, I can hear it from back here. He's jamming right on. We are about to head uptown, I guess. You know, sometimes I'm like one of those people that has to think things out like thoroughly. Like even my videos, like a lot of thought goes into my YouTube videos. There's plenty of people I can tell that they just get on the bike and they go and they just make a video doing whatever. But like I'm like OCD. I have to think my videos through, what I'm gonna say, where I'm gonna go, and that's not always the best way. I wish that I could just get on the bike and ride and just make content, but it's not that simple for me. Like I have to think everything through. So right now I didn't even plan on coming uptown. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna ride somewhere. As many of you know, there has been like a gas shortage here in North Carolina the last week, and that sucked. I finally found some gas last night so that I could make some content for you guys today. Everybody's on scooters. Hey girl, hey girl. There's the Panther Stadium. I do belong to one of those Facebook groups, like the FXBB and FXST group on Facebook, and one of the popular questions on there is, hey, what crash bar should I get? So I think this video will do pretty good, seeing as that nobody has made a video about this high step crash bar yet. It's actually very new. Some cool views today. I personally like to ride out in the country more, where it's more wide open and there's not so much traffic. But every now and then I like to come uptown. Some nice cops, nice police. This is cool, man. I need to come up here more often. I just never know which way I'm gonna go. I'm just a scoundrel, man, just hunting around, riding around, looking for trouble. What's down here? Oh, I know where this is. Oh, okay. It's like the back entrance to where we had our little photo shoot. Right there. Can I pull down that way or not? I'm not too sure. So while we're here and I'm off the bike, you can see that I have taken the bags off temporarily. I can just take them off and put them on really fast. Like, it takes me like 10 minutes. So if I don't need them, I'm not going to have them, just because they're heavier. And I like to see that gap for the Fox suspension. And then you can see the Bung King engine guard there. And actually, from the side, I didn't realize it, but it changes the look of the bike up from the side. It looks almost like there's like a spoiler or something. And as you can see, the higher up, lower, that way the lean angle, I'm not going to be scraping unless I'm like literally on my side. I'm not going to be scraping. Very well made, gloss black. I'm very, very happy with it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I hope this helps you guys out, makes you make a good decision for your engine guard. Definitely a nice upgrade. And if I drop the bike, then I am okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted a goat. I'm like, what's going on back here? Is this a little goat farm? Hi, goats! Hi, goats! Interesting. Very interesting. Damn, the street bob looks good. Got a little photo shoot going on out here always. That looks like a rough ride. But my GoPro is about out of juice. So that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe. I put out content pretty frequently, And at 3,000 followers, I'm gonna give out another pair of gloves. So subscribe to be a part of that. I'm gonna enjoy the day, just ride around some more and see where it takes me. But yeah, guys, ride fast, take chances. I'll see you in the next video. Later.